You're watching the 2020 SCAC Spring Media Days. Today we're taking a look at the Centenary College baseball program. The Gents coming off an 18-23 season a year ago, 10-8 in SCAC play, another trip to the SCAC tournament. Centenary will once again be led by head coach Mike Diaz along with senior outfielder Cody Crowder. Coach Cody, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us, Russell.
Sir, thank you.
Coach, we'll open up with you heading into your 10th season as the manager there at Centenary. What are the biggest challenges in preparing your team for a season, and how do you attack those challenges as a head coach throughout the preseason portion of the year?
I think every year presents a new challenge in figuring out what you got. You know, every roster's a little different. You're really lucky if you've got a great team from the year before and all those dudes are back. So that usually doesn't happen. So we've got a good core of guys coming back, but we've also got some new ones that are going to play for us. So the challenge is really how to balance this out, figure out what you got coming back, figure out what the guys that are new can do, and kind of put that together and see if you got a squad that can compete.
Cody, you've had 150-plus at-bats every single season going back to your freshman year. Your fingerprints have been all over this program really since day one, since you got to Shreveport. But what feels different this year as a senior heading into your final season? Are you embracing those challenges as a senior leader, and is there some urgency from you as you head into the year?
Well, there's definitely some urgency, but I've played on some really good teams in my 3+ years here now, and with this year we have the opportunity to do something really special, and there definitely is a sense of urgency, I would say, to come out and just show what we can do and just kind of prove everybody wrong.
Coach, you talk about sort of looking at your roster, each year and the challenges that provides and wanting to have that experience. I look at this lineup. You returned 3 guys that had 50-plus hits from your team a season ago, 7 of 9 guys that had 20 or more hits return on this team. A lot of experience. How do you kind of take that experience and see that group take the next step, and where do you see the strengths coming from this lineup as you look into the season?
Yeah, I think strength and experience is always a double-edged sword. You know, we weren't very good last year on the mound. We weren't very good defensively, but something that we were pretty good at was hitting. And so offensively, we've got some guys in the lineup that we like coming back. Those guys also have been on championship caliber teams. We've actually won championships with those offensive guys coming back. So that's the experience side that makes sense. You know, you got guys that have won championships and are coming back. On the other side, we've got to be better. We've got to be better than we were pitching-wise. We've got to be better than we were defensively. And we've got to find a couple spots in the lineup that weren't very good last year. So when we look at the experience, we really like the guys we got coming back. And we got to be better overall with some of the new guys that are going to play this year. On the other side of the ball with the defense and the pitching, I think a good thing is our top 4 didn't pitch for us last year. So the top 4 arms we're coming into this year didn't pitch for us last year. And so I think that's going to provide a little bit better stability and a lot better top end than we had last year.
Cody, you look at the season that you had a year ago as a junior, first team All-SCAC. You led your team in runs scored with 41, doubles with 13, walks with 30. You registered 50 hits with a .325 batting average, also drove in 22 runners. Just, kind of take me through your preparation going into this year. What did you work on through the course of the offseason, fall ball, to continue to grow and get better as a player, building off of last year heading into this senior season?
Yeah, I wasn't, you called all those numbers, I wasn't happy with any of those personally, and, it's not about that. It's about how we did as a team, and last year was a down year for us. So like I said, I played on some really good teams here, and it's not about how I did, it's about how this team did, and it was a down year. So this year has been about preparing myself a little bit different to do a better job personally, but also trying to be a leader for this team and get everybody going and just kind of have a good just foundation for this team to come together and really get back on track this year and show everybody what we can really do, because we got some special talent. We got some dudes coming back from injury. It's more about just picking up where we were before last year, because last year was such a down year for us that this year's going to be better. So,
Coach, you started talking about it a little bit, but I want to ask about your pitching staff and the arms you have in that pen. You said last year you were going to have to, figure out a lot of things with a lot of new guys coming into your rotation. You return a lot of experience, but you mentioned, your top 4 guys who didn't throw for you last season. How do you kind of combine that pitching staff? What is it looking like in terms of shaping up, and what is sort of your philosophy when putting together a rotation for your team?
Well, I think that's one of the things we're excited about when we look at who's coming back off injury. Connor Lee's coming back off injury. Tommy John, he didn't pitch the second half of his freshman year. Didn't pitch the first half last year. I think he only got 3 or 4 appearances, but that guy coming off injury and being 100% healthy is going to be a good thing. We've also got the Ludwig kid, who was a first-team all-conference hitter, first baseman for us last year. He's never pitched for us. I think he got 3 appearances as a freshman. So he's coming off injury. He's going to be one of our top guys. And then we've got Matt DeVille, who redshirted last year, who was pitcher of the year 2 years ago in the conference. He's coming off injury. We didn't have him. And then we got a couple transfers that we're going to use. So we're excited about having some, I guess what you can call new arms in our top 4 or 5. But yes, absolutely. The guys that got experience last year as freshmen and sophomores, due to injury, probably shouldn't be pitching that much for us last year. I think that pays dividends also. Having guys that were going out Friday night for you, now going to be your 5, 6, 7, or 8 arms. I think that's a good thing for us. So we're excited about the arms and just getting back to where we probably should be.
Cody, finally to wrap things up with you, as you've had conversations with some of your teammates about, the expectations and goals for this 2020 Gents baseball team. What have those conversations looked like, and what are some of those goals as you head into this season?
We just wanted to let all the young guys know what playing for Centenary is all about. Because as I keep repeating, being on these good teams throughout my 3+ years here, we just want these young guys who maybe haven't been a part of such good teams yet, that's what we are every year, is winning the conference, winning the tournament. That's what we want to do every year. That's our goal. And then this year we have even higher goals than that. We're not just settling for winning the regular season champs or winning the conference tournament. We have higher goals than that. We're just trying to let all the young guys know that we can do that. People don't want to play us. We can do that. So just letting all these guys know that this is a winning program and that we can do that kind of stuff. So just kind of getting everybody on the same page.
And finally, Coach, to wrap things up with you, obviously there seems to be a lot of excitement. I can hear it in Cody's voice. I can hear it in your excitement about the experience in the lineup, the new guys that you have coming and returning into your staff. As you look at this season is successful of sort of what plays out in your mind on the field. What are you looking for from this group to kind of take a big step forward and continue to grow, as you've been building that program there in Shreveport?
I think Cody touched on it. The big thing is just mentality, mindset, and an understanding of how to compete. And I think last year, having played a lot of freshmen and sophomores, I'm not sure they understood those 3 things. And so that's our main factor. Coming out, understanding what your job is, being good at it, communication, and really being able to compete on the mound is our goals all the time. So if you can do those 3 things, I think we have some talent. And so, we're looking forward to just seeing what we can do this weekend and start of the season and, get to playing somebody else.
The Centenary College baseball program, the Gents will open up the 2020 campaign February 7th when they take on East Texas Baptist University. The Gents will once again be led as they head into the season by head coach Mike Diaz, along with senior outfielder Cody Crowder. Coach Cody, thanks so much for joining us today, and best of luck as you head into the year.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.